Hey, Aries, how are you? Thank you guys so much for your love and support, your time, your good energy. I do appreciate it. As always, I give it right back to you. Aries, let's go ahead and jump right into your love messages for the end of November. Okay, so this is roughly going to be the last 10 days of November. For some of you, this may resonate to, majority of the month, but the focus here is the last 10 days for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and cross watcher. So anyone dealing with an Aries. All right. What is the message for Aries in love, romance, and relationships for the last 10 days? You guys, these messages are very, very general. All right. So keep in mind that if the message does not fit, then do not force it. Please always use your own intuition as well as your own best judgment. Okay. Let's get one more shuffle, Aries. End of November 2021. I am seeing some pretty happy energies here. Okay. Now under the deck here, I have cold heart. So what I'm feeling like with under that, or excuse me, what I'm feeling like with that card under the deck, cold heart, it makes me really feel as though Aries, there's a bit of a detachment that I feel here with this energy. Um, this is where you may not be necessarily completely 100% showing interest in a situation, or this is where, like, the interest that you did have in a situation is beginning to kind of freeze over. Okay. Now we will leave that there because I did just say that I saw happy messages, and I do. All right. Because on your top row, we have Book of Love, Lucky in Love, and Hopeful. All right. You know what? To me, I understand where this is going now. So, Spirit, thank you for that. Some of you are dealing in a situation where it's almost where it's like, all right, let's say you were cold hearted, right? Let's say you were disinterested in love. You weren't necessarily looking for that. Okay. But I do feel like there may be goals, there may be qualifications, or there may be some things that you may have written down or affirmed or you've been trying to manifest. And it's like, I'm closing my heart off or whatever until I find exactly what it is that, you know, that I have written it down to be, right? With the Book of Love there. And then, one day you do with the Lucky in Love. And then it's almost like, okay, now there's hope here. And it's just like it's like I feel like you're at a time right now where you've met someone that does kind of meet your qualifications. Okay. And you're interested. This person is starting to spark your interest. They're starting to kind of shake off or melt off, this exterior that you've grown around your heart. Okay. I just want to mention here that I do feel like, okay, so I had the hidden feelings card, but it did show up in reverse. And I just kind of feel like what that saying is like during this time, I definitely feel like you are being completely honest with this person. You're like probably telling this person, like, listen, you know, I think you're amazing, but I had no intentions of like being in a situation or anything. However, you find yourself in that situation with the connection card. Okay. So those were like the three cards that came out under the deck. Okay. And so I just thought I would make mention of it while I was remembering it. But at any rate, it feels like you've lucky that you've met someone, or you feel lucky that you met someone, or it feels like while you in an unexpected way, you've met the person that you really were kind of manifesting, but it's come at a time where you're kind of not really trying to be in love. Okay. Now on the bottom row here, we have proposal, we have magic moment, and we have elusive. Okay. And I feel like this kind of tells a story to me about the reasons why you're feeling a little bit, detached from the situation. In fact, even though you are hopeful, it just feels as though there's just this brutal honesty that you have with this person. And it's just like, look, I like you, right? But it's like you're telling them kind of all the reasons why they shouldn't like you. Okay. But I do feel like in y'all's past, or at some point in some of y'all's past, there may have been some sort of jilting at the altar. Okay. For I feel like there may have been some sort of like, proposal or some sort of engagement that was big, that was well known, that was supposed to have been a magical moment. Okay. But in some way it eluded you with the elusive card here. Okay. So I feel like there may be, you may be kind of healing from some sort of abandonment, which is why, when you date or if you date, you are completely and 100% brutally honest. Um, I feel like that cold heart energy kind of feels like that's how people kind of see you. So even if you don't feel like you have a cold heart, even if you feel like you are very warm and inviting, I feel like based off of certain experiences, areas during this time, people may perceive you as being this way. But it's only because, like I said, the hidden feelings card is in reverse. So you are being 100% completely honest and upfront. And I think people enjoy that about the connection. So, yeah, this really looks promising. This energy really does look promising, Aries. I'm not even going to lie, in spite of your fears about it, in spite of the way you're approaching the situation. This definitely looks really, really promising. So I'm going to go ahead and pull some tarot. Just going to get 3 tarot cards for the 10 days in relation to love, romance, and relationships. 3. I'm about to shuffle this deck down. All right, this is the last one. Oh, wow. Okay. For many of you, I feel like this may be a situation where this could be, for some of you, this is going to look like a return from this person. Okay. Maybe this person who walked away from you, maybe this person who hurt you at that moment or abandoned you after creating such a magical moment with you. I feel like this person could be who is going to run back. Now, this is the Prince of, or excuse me, the Knight, well, the Knight of Wands. Okay. Now that is showing up here. And at the bottom, I'm also showing the Page of Cups, as well as the Justice card, as well as the Empress card, as well as the Six of Pentacles. So at the bottom here, you know what? I just said 3 cards and I just couldn't help myself. Spirit, y'all wanted me to pull more cards. Okay, so anyway, so with the 3 of with these cards here under the deck, we've got the Page of Cups, the Justice, the Emperor, excuse me, the Empress, and the Six of Pentacles. This highly suggests to me that this is someone coming back with an apology, trying to make something right, trying to show you that they have grown and that they want growth with you, and they want things to be fair. Okay, they want things to be as fair as possible. It's like they're really stressing with this Justice and the Six of Pentacles. They're really stressing that they know that they did some unfair things to you, and that they want to set it right, and that they really do apologize, and they really want you to see their growth, and they really want you to see that that by being back with them, they can have growth. Now, get this. This is how you're feeling here on this side. It's feeling really much to me like we got the Moon card here, the Six of Pentacles. In the Six of Swords. So it's really making me feel like, listen, it's just like, you know what? it's like, you know what it feels like to be in the dark. You know what it feels like to be left and abandoned and in the dark and not in the know and not, and just wondering, right? And just being left to figure it out. That's what I feel like here with this moon card. But I also feel like here, based off of your own intuition, it feels like intuitively you're like really, really second guessing the situation. Like, I'm really about to walk back into darkness dealing with this, because we do have the Six of Swords, and the Six of Swords is telling me that right now you're really wanting peace of mind. You're really, really wanting peace of mind, and that this person is definitely going to come back. Okay. So it sounds to me, Aries, that you've made a new connection. Okay. And this new connection is like opening up your heart space again. It's melting that cold exterior of your heart space again. And you're leading with complete honesty and complete authenticity here in this connection that you've made. Okay. And then now you also have someone here that did do some things to your heart, and they did leave you out in the cold and they left you in the dark, it feels like, right? But it feels like they're also trying to come back to apologize and to try to make the situation right, and to try to make the situation as fair as possible. And they really want to kind of grow with you. They may be coming back to propose again. This is a lot. This is a lot, Aries, that you may be dealing with during this time. Okay. I want to pull an advice card. I want to pull an advice card for you, Aries, because it's really like a split thing here. It's just like, in the midst of you making a new connection, this old flame comes back to try to atone and to try to apologize for what they did. Okay, Aries. And that old person that you dealt with, that old person could be a fire sign. They could be a Libra or a Taurus. All right. Let's get one advice card here. All right. So the advice card here we have is no place like home. Okay? No place like home. And the way that I really interpret this here, the way that I choose to intuit this, it really makes me feel as though, in your decision making, you're going to go with where you're more comfortable. Okay? This does not necessarily mean that you're going to go back to your ex. Okay? Because some of y'all are right now in my comments saying, I'm not going back to them, da 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 da. I can see it. I'm already reading them. You know what I mean? But this doesn't necessarily mean that. But this does indicate to me that you are going to go to a place where, you are going to choose to end up where you're the most comfortable. And if this new person that you're opening up to, and who's melting your heart center and, bringing you back to be able to have that passionate love like you had before, like, if that's the person that you consider to be home with right now and comfortable with, then I feel like that's where you're headed towards. Now, for others of you, I mean, I'm not sure how this is going to work to everybody's life. These are really, really general readings, but I just more so strongly feel like this is about where your heart is comfortable. Okay. Yes, you do have this person from your past trying to come back, but that doesn't necessarily mean that that's where your home is for your heart anymore. Okay. So, Aries, yeah, let me know how this is working out in the comment box below, you guys. I definitely appreciate all your love and support, your positivity. Again, the good vibes. Make sure you hit the like, share, subscribe, and the notification bell. And I guess that's it for November. I'll see you guys in December. Bye, Aries.